when a traditional ruler and a former member of the Council of State returns a gratuity that was paid to him because he thinks it was not necessary and he didn't deserve to have that money paid to him, he should receive acknowledgements and gratitude and not insults. Togbe, you're a man of principle, you're a man of conviction, and we all admire you for that. And so don't change, just continue being yourself. As I said recently, I want to assure all Ghanaians that the next NDC administration, as I have recently said, will revisit the matter of Article 71 emoluments, especially the issue of ex gratia payments and the size of government, to cut down on expenditure as a way of protecting our scarce resources. Togbe has been a powerful pillar in the development of our dear nation, and as a distinguished businessman and a respected traditional ruler who has served as president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs and also the immediate past president of the National House of Chiefs. He's never shied away, as I said, from expressing his views on critical national issues. Ghana is the only country we have. We must therefore work hard and do all we can to protect it from abuse from whichever quarters that may come. Ladies and gentlemen, this government, the NPP government, has completely lost control of the fight against corruption. President Akufo-Addo, in his inaugural address, promised to protect the public purse. Today, even that public purse cannot be found. The revelations in the Auditor General's report for 2021 is simply a microcosm of the real extent of the seeming institutionalization of corruption under this administration. I'm glad that you're using this festival to draw attention to this important national issue that requires the support of all citizens to address. The economic hardship in Ghana today is unbearable. Cost of living has increased significantly because of rising inflation. Prices are changing in the market every day, and this makes it very difficult for the ordinary Ghanaian to survive. To make matters worse, the cost of agricultural inputs is also rising consistently at a very fast pace. From my interactions, I've been told that the cost of fertilizer in the region has gone up so much that is making it difficult for farmers to be able to afford. And that makes me fear for next year, because this is the planting season, and the farmers cannot afford fertilizer. What they are doing is some are planting without fertilizer, and others plant only the acreage for which they can afford the fertilizer. And so if he was doing 10 acres and he can afford fertilizer for only 3 acres, he will cultivate only 3 acres this year. And so I'm very afraid for what will happen next year in terms of food prices in the market. Similarly, premix fuel that our fishermen rely on has also become very expensive. And apart from that, it has become scarce to access in the riverine areas in the Volta region, because it is being hoarded and diverted. A lot of the premix is being given to party executives instead of fishermen. And the fishermen have to go back to these MPP party executives to buy the premix at a higher price than the government is offering it. I want to encourage the authorities in the Volta region, especially the regional minister, to take an interest in this premix issue and the rampant diversion that is taking place, so that our fishermen can remain in the trade and be able to feed themselves and their families. Togbe Mahama, ladies and gentlemen, I continue to express my sadness with the abandoning of several government projects that were initiated by past administrations, including mine. It is unfair to all Ghanaians because it is our money, our taxes, that goes to waste when projects like these are abandoned. As a responsible Ghanaian and a public-spirited person and a servant of the people, I'll continue to urge government, and indeed all future governments, to stop this unhealthy, wasteful, and anti-progressive action of abandoning ongoing government projects inherited from previous administrations. Many of the projects started by the NDC administration have been abandoned, and others that should have been completed in the region are being done at a very slow pace. The Sokodeh to Ho Road, for example, is one of such projects. This road should have been finished long ago, and yet today we still see work ongoing. I also noticed that the interchange at the roundabout of the University of Health and Allied Sciences has been removed, and just a small roundabout is being put there. The 5 district water projects, which should have covered and come all the way to Adaklu, has also been, should have been completed long ago, but has been abandoned. The Volivo Bridge over the Southern Volta River should also have been under construction by now, but it has stalled. The Akrofo landfill site has also been abandoned. On the Eastern Corridor, work is progressing at a very slow pace. The Jasikan Hohoi section was awarded at the time to Rolida Construction, and this government asked them to stop work, delayed the project for almost 4 years before they asked them to go back to work, and it is only now being completed. There are many other sections, the Have Peki section, and then in the north, the Nkwanta section up to Damanko are still waiting to be completed. Togbe, I want to commend our members of parliament for their proactiveness and quick action when the tidal wave struck in Anglo, K2 and K2 South constituencies. I make a commitment on behalf of NDC that, God willing, and thanks to your votes, in 2025, all these abandoned projects will be resumed. This region deserves all it can get from an NDC administration. And as we have done before, we will do again and even better for our beloved Volta region. With private sector partnership and the required investment, we can create, develop, promote, and manage very serene, memorable, and fun-filled tourism activities here in various locations in Volta region. I'm personally committed to the development of the Volta region and tapping the potential, especially in the area of tourism and agriculture and agribusiness. We should aim at making the Volta region one of the most visited regions in Ghana and make it economically beneficial for the people who reside here. Others continue to criticize the construction of an airport, but I'm unwavering in the vision that underpinned that infrastructure. Today, I had to attend a function this morning, a funeral at the forecourt of the State House. It ended a little after 12 o'clock. I went home, went and changed, went to the airport, caught a charter flight, and I landed in Ho to be able to be here with you at this time. If that airport had not been built, I probably would be around Juapong by now, driving like a madman to try and catch you at this festival. The Volta region of Ghana is better for it, just as the decision we took to operationalize the airports in Wa, expand and modernize the Tamale and Kumasi airports. My brothers and sisters, as we climax this year's celebration, I want to remind Ghanaians that we all have a role to play in the development of our nation. It is our collective duty, and a duty we have to eschew greed, a duty to think and act in unity, and a duty for all of us to strive and work for peace in the quest of development and prosperity. On my behalf, on behalf of the National Democratic Congress, I want to recognize Togbe Afede's commitment to the development of Ghana, Volta region, and the Asogli state in particular. We continue to encourage you and urge you to continue to bring development to your people as you have done, and to continue to be the principled person that you are. May God bless the Asogli state. May God bless Volta region. May God bless the Republic.